All right, what's up, guys? In today's video, we're taking a look at the DMR-14. This is the best gun to use right now in Call of Duty Warzone. We're going to be looking at how to build the best class setup for Warzone. We're taking a look at the muzzles, figuring out which muzzles actually best in Warzone. Take a look at the barrels because there are 6 different barrels. We're going to break down 3 of the barrels that are the best and showcasing the difference and which one is actually the best barrel to use in Warzone and why. And then obviously showcasing the best class setup for this gun. If you guys enjoy any part of the video, it helps you learn anything new, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below. And if you guys want to click to any part of the video on the very bottom of the screen or in the description, you guys can click to any part of the video where I break down a specific part of this gun. You guys can click directly to that. But like I said, first thing is most important is for Warzone. We're talking about how to build the best class setup. For me personally, I like the SOCOM Eliminator due to the fact that you get muzzle flash concealment and improved vertical recoil, which is going to be stacking with the field agent grip to improve your vertical recoil by about 30% and your horizontal by 30%. So you get a massive improvement to your recoil. With this gun, it only has 20 rounds in the mag, so using the 30 round mag is going to give you 10 extra bullets, which is going to allow you to get 2 more kills with your magazine, which is a huge improvement. For me personally, the next factor we're going to do is the barrel. The Task Force barrel is the best barrel for this gun, which like I said, I'll break down in just a second, but it's going to increase your damage, which is going to make the shots to kill go from 5 down to 4, which is going to increase your time to kill. You get a massive improvement in range and a massive improvement in bullet velocity. In exchange, you get worse recoil, which is why we're running both of those attachments to improve our recoil. For me personally, I'm a bit of a slower player. I personally would use the 2 times or 3 times zoom in order to help me get those more medium to long range kills. But if you are the aggressor, you hop in a car, you run around and push people, I would highly recommend the airborne elastic wrap. This is going to give you a massive improvement to your ADS, which is going to 100% make this gun better in the close range. So that is the basic best class setup right there. Like I said, the biggest factor is comparing which one of these barrels is best and breaking them down for you guys. So we're going to take a look at is obviously these attachments on Cold War, because it's going to help showcase the stats a little bit better for you. In Warzone, you can't see the actual stat differences. So we're going to hop on Cold War. All right, so when we take a look at the barrels, the biggest factor I'll show you guys how you factor in building the time to kill with the website I use. But as far as the barrels, the rapid fire is useless because the titanium is just that much better while having a similar range with a faster time to kill. Obviously, cavalry launcher is useless and the match grade is useless. So the biggest factor in determining why the Task Force barrel is the best, along with the titanium and the strike team, we have to take a look at the time to kill and up to what range. So we're going to use the website to showcase that to you guys. Like I said, the biggest factor when you take the strike team and the Task Force is you get improvement to your damage, which is going to lower your shots to kill, which is going to massively increase that time to kill. Like I said, with the Task Force, you do get worse recoil, but you get a massive improvement to bullet velocity and range. And that's why on this gun, it is the best barrel. So we're going to use the website real quick, show it to you guys and see how we build it. So this is the website here. You guys can see it allows you to put in your target health. It allows you to put in your fire rate, and then it allows you to put in obviously how much damage the weapon does. So this here on the screen is going to be your base stats of the weapon. It takes 5 shots to kill. Your DPS value is how much damage you're doing per second. It's about 386, which is pretty average. It's not below average. And your time to kill is right here, about 600 milliseconds. So that is on the low end. So I'll showcase now on the screen the first barrel, which is going to be the rapid fire barrel and why it's useless. So your time to kill is all it's going to do is go from 600 to 552 milliseconds, which is a slight increase, which you obviously won't notice. So when you take that titanium barrel, which gives a little bit of a loss in range, in exchange you go from 400 rounds per minute to 480 rounds per minute. You can now see your time to kill is going to be 100 milliseconds, a little over 100 milliseconds fast. It goes from 600 milliseconds all the way down to 497. Obviously, the big negative with having a faster fire rate, kind of like the MAC-10 in Cold War multiplayer, is your recoil is going to be strictly vertical, which in my opinion is a huge factor in why I rank the titanium barrel is the 3rd best barrel to use. The next barrel to take a look at is the Task Force barrel. It'll showcase the stats on the green, you guys can see. So this is, once again, always going to be the base weapon. 5 shots to kill with obviously a 600 millisecond time to kill. So with the titanium barrel, your damage is going from 52 all the way up to 72 while maintaining a massive improvement to your range, almost 3 times better range. So what this does is going to make your shots to kill go from 5 all the way down to 4. your DPS value goes up by about 100 damage per second, which is massive. And your time to kill is now 450 milliseconds instead of 600. So a 25% faster time to kill while still maintaining the best bullet velocity and triple the range as the other two barrels. This is why it's the best barrel to use, because of that range increase. So this barrel is the best for anyone. So if you are an aggressive player, you still have excellent range. If you are a slow player like myself, you still have the best range. The biggest factor next we're going to take a look at is obviously going to be the strike team barrel, which does get worse idle sway, which once again has a negative effect on your recoil, and has a faster fire, which has a negative effect on your recoil. So the biggest factor with all these barrels is you're getting a big negative on your recoil. So they all stack up to have the same amount of negatives. But with that strike team barrel, your damage is still going to be 72. So it's going to be 4 shots to kill. But your fire rate goes from 400 rounds per minute all up to 451, which is a massive improvement. So this is going to have the fastest time to kill, but you're getting a loss in range, and with the fastest fire rate possible, you're getting a worse recoil. So it's going to kick a little bit more. And that's, to me, is the big negative about it, is that range. But if you are looking for the best barrel for the most aggressive players, you're trying to get the most kills, this is, in my opinion, the best barrel for rushing. But if you're the everyday average player looking to find the best barrel for you, I think the Task Force is going to be that barrel, due to the fact that you get the best range and the best bullet velocity while still maintaining an excellent time to kill. But like I said, the biggest factor with this strike team barrel is it's definitely a close, almost tied second, due to the fact that you have the fastest time to kill. 400 milliseconds is almost like you blink and they're dead. So that's the biggest factor for breaking down the barrels and deciding what is the best barrel for me. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the difference between the two muzzles, which is going to be the SOCOM Eliminator and the Infantry Compensator. The biggest difference between the two is obviously with that compensator, you're giving a lot more of a less vertical kick, which in my opinion was definitely noticeable in my recoil test, which you guys can watch the video of. The biggest factor with the SOCOM though is you're getting a little bit more vertical kick, but you're not going to appear on the radar as long, and you also get a loss in shooting move speed. And with a gun with a pretty fast fire, it definitely has a pretty high recoil. I definitely think going for the vertical recoil is significantly more important, especially in Warzone with these Cold War weapons. I'm going to recommend the Infantry Compensator as the best muzzle to stack with that Task Force barrel, just due to the fact that Task Force adds a lot more recoil. If you are not using the Task Force barrel, definitely the SOCOM Eliminator, due to the fact you do not appear on the radar as long, and you are able to shoot somebody and then you can disappear off the radar and move around and actually be able to avoid being tracked. These are both excellent muzzles. I personally have not yet tried out the suppressor, and I have not tested the agency suppressor, so I apologize that I can't give you an honest review of that, because testing in Warzone is extremely hard. And with the agency suppressor, they recently changed it to add improved range and bullet velocity, which I haven't had a way to test it, which, like I said, I apologize for. But it definitely is going to be recommended. It is definitely better than that and of the muzzle that is going to be in the regular Cold War multiplayer. So, all right, so the next thing we're taking a quick look at, just to finish off the video, is to basically compare the time to kill of all the most popular weapons, including the assault rifles and the SMGs, to the DMR-14. Just to show you how insane this gun is. Time to kill is probably the most important stat in Warzone, due to the fact that you have 250 health. So you factor your damage, your fire rate, and all those numbers together to create the time to kill, which is what, in my opinion, is what's making the meta in weapons. And then you also factor in something minimal as recoil, which this gun has none, is what's going to make it a top tier weapon. So you guys will see on the bottom of the screen, this is the DMR-14 in comparison to the 56 Amax and the Kilo. Mind you, this is only in time to kill and range. We're not talking about physical class up as far as mobility and ADS speeds, because to me that's not that big of a factor. You guys can see at every single range, all up to 38 meters, 50, 68, 87, and 100 meters, which the DMR kills with the class setup that I recommend with the Task Force barrel, all the way to the same time to kill up to 100 meters. You guys can see it's faster than both the Kilo and the Amax at every single range, and including beyond 87 meters. And from 50 to 80, it kills almost twice as fast, almost 2.5 times as fast as the Kilo. You can down 2 players in the same amount of time as the Kilo can kill one, anywhere beyond 50 meters with the DMR-14. And that alone is what makes this the best gun in Warzone. The fact you can kill 2 people as fast as you can kill 1 with the Kilo. Mind you, the Kilo is probably a little bit more accurate, but that stat alone is what makes this gun incredible. Like I said, the Amax is very, very competitive with it, but the DMR-14 just absolutely shreds people. The amount of shots it takes to kill is so minimal, and when you include that best class setup on there, I think that's what makes this gun excellent. Is with the best class setup, it just absolutely shreds people. And that is in comparison to the 2 best assault rifles right now in Warzone. It absolutely outclasses them. When you compare it to the 3 SMGs that are the most popular, are going to be the most popular, obviously the MAC-10 is the meta. The previous meta before the MAC-10 was the Cold War MP5, and then before that was obviously the Modern Warfare MP5. You guys will be able to see on the screen now the time to kill and up to range, the DMR-14 versus the other weapons. As you guys can see, it kills faster than both the MP5s at every single range, including from 1 to 20 meters, which is what makes this gun a god gun. The only gun that competes with it is the MAC-10, and this is why the MAC-10 is meta. It kills faster all the way up to almost 20 meters than the DMR-14, and that is why every single person in the game right now is using the DMR-14 and the MAC-10, because these guns just kill and they absolutely shred, and there's nothing you can do when you run into somebody using these. So that's pretty much it for the video. My next video after this one is going to be covering the MAC-10 in depth and recommending you guys the best class setup for, because I think that's obviously the #2 gun to be using right now in Warzone. So like I said, if you guys learn anything new, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you guys have not yet followed me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Trapgod. Make sure you guys use code Trapgod on all of your Scuff and GFUEL purchases. Hopefully you guys learned something new in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. If you guys want to know where I stream every single day, twitch.tv/Trapgod. If you guys want to come follow me live on Twitch, I stream Modern Warfare and Warzone every single day. So if you guys want to come follow the stream every single month, I do subscriber giveaways for GFUEL and Scuff controllers. So if you guys want to come over the stream and obviously click that follow button, I would very much appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.